Okay. The film that you have just shot is called Ready for Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. It's based in Birmingham.
Yep.
It's based. You filmed it in Birmingham, shot on location.
Yeah.
Okay. What inspired you to decide you had the ability to write scripts, plays, etc.?
Well, really, I've always been able to write because I wasn't much of a talkative guy. I was more of a writing guy. So actually, I've always been able to write scripts, write stories from school. They identified that I could actually write stories. And basically, I saw something on TV, some guy writing some scripts and making films. I was like, I could do that. So basically, I just wrote some scripts, sent it in, and they gave me money. So I said, yo, if I can get money doing this.
Well, it was so easy.
Yeah, then I don't have to do other things anymore. So, you know, this was one of those things like that.
So, the first script that you wrote,
Yeah.
what was it about?
Basically, I took the things that was going on around me, and I just basically locked that down into a script. I actually almost word for word things that was happening on a daily basis because me and my brother, I really, you know, we're the bad ones of the bunch. So I took his life, anything that he came home and said, I actually put that into the script. Anything that I actually went and did, I actually put that into my script. And I just built, and it almost was like a documentary. And it's like, and when I was actually editing the script, it's like you're either gonna make a script or you're gonna make a documentary. But you have to either cut this down and cut out the rest of all this real life stuff and make a story, or go ahead and make a documentary. And I decided I'm actually gonna make films. So I actually start to get into story structure and things of that nature, as opposed to just taking things from daily life and write it as it happened. I actually have to structure it as stories.
So you developed a new skill in sort of defining what it was that you had and where you needed to take it. You developed a brand new skill.
So basically, it's just I could actually document things the way it was happening. I feel like I was writing a script, but wasn't writing a script. I was actually just writing in script form, writing things that happen in daily life in script form. But then I had to learn to write story structure and things of that nature. So. You know, writing scripts is different from actually just writing things that you see day to day. So I don't think people know that there's a difference between when you're actually going to write a script. It's actually this work and thought process into it, as opposed to just writing stuff down and think this sounds cool, that sounds cool. If you get what I'm coming from.
I do. So you have to make sure you have to go back to like story or really classroom English language classes. Like structure your beginning, your middle, and
3 acts and all this kind of thing. So. There's all kind of there's a whole lot of thought process that goes. There's even books on that how to write scripts, because you can't just go into just writing scripts and think you're writing a script, because no one's actually going to read it. You have to be able to make it. You know, the first 20 pages has to be enticing, or else the producer's going to put it down. You have to all these things to figure into when you're actually writing a project.
I'm going to play this track. When I come back, I want to hear first of all from you how you got your break into the industry.
Yeah.
Because you're excuse me for being tongue-tied. I'm just listening to this guy. I'm mesmerised, absolutely mesmerised.
I don't even feel like that's my best work.
You're on a
That's
roll.
I just wanted to get my next project and just show what I'm really, because I shot that while I was on bail. You know, I'm kind of stressed at this. I was actually trying to live while I'm trying to make the film. Making a film requires 100% focus. I wasn't 100%. I was hugging girls. I was this. I was that. You know what I'm saying? I need to be eagle eye on the actors and eagle eye on I was actually trying to live at the same time as trying to make a film.
But you learnt a lesson though. It sounds like you learnt a valuable lesson from that. He learnt the power and the value of focus.
Yeah, man, you need to focus 100%, 110%. Yeah. If it's any less than 110%, go home and drink a beer or something.
How much of a responsibility do you think you need to take on board as regards the message that comes out of your artwork?
I don't like to see younger kids that actually have around me going into the drug game and starting to sell this. Like, yo, I'm selling this now. I'm like, you're telling me like I'm supposed to be proud of you that you're doing that.
Is that something that you see regularly?
Yeah, like people that were in church, and then next thing you know, they're out there selling. I'm thinking, you know, it's one of those things where you pretty much have to almost turn a blind eye to, because who you gonna go out there and preach to and just say, yo, this is whack, don't do that, this and that, because they're actually making their money. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna tell them stop making money? That doesn't really make any sense.
You're hitting nail on the head there, actually. Let me go back to this last project.
Yeah.
How did you manage to get the film to Cannes? I mean, Cannes Film Festival, like I said earlier, is the pinnacle of every filmmaker's wet dream. How did you manage to get your
my producer
short...
knows the ropes. My producer knows the ropes. He's been making feature films and things of that nature, so he knows the ropes. So I said, he wants to make actually, I was already on bail when he approached me and said, let's do a project. I was thinking, this is not the right time for me. I don't think you understand, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, and he's the guy, the kind of guy that doesn't take no for an answer. And I don't take no for an answer, so I understood where he was coming from. Let's make a project. So I just dug up an old script that I wrote. I said, all right, let's shoot this one. I didn't want to actually go ahead and write a script. So I said, here, have this script. And he came back and said, all right, we're ready to go. I was like, damn, all right, let's go.
You used one of the actors from One Day in your film.
Yes, I did. You notice?
I did. I took the information. Like I said, there's like a bio that's like about 5 years worth of reading that I tried to condense into half an hour at 1 o'clock this morning. I don't know this young man, but he's a guy also that is involved with street life.
I can't confirm or deny anything on that.
All right. Okay, strike one. But the week that filming was to commence for Ready for Whatever, he was involved in an incident which had him end up in hospital quite seriously injured. It was
actually one of my other actors. It wasn't actually Euro. You're speaking about a guy called Euro.
Okay, no, is it Romain?
Romain Dixon. Yeah. He was actually stabbed the week before. So he had to have 2 major operations. And then, I said, still need him.
It wasn't about you making the film.
No, it's something completely separate. Because, actually, I was actually reading something and they said, instead of trying to hire people and make them nice, just hire nice people. So I'm making a street project. I don't want to go ahead and hire some
nice people.
Some person who went to acting school. I said, let me just get some real people involved. So I got some real people involved and this is the kind of things that you have to deal with when you actually get real people involved. So if you actually look at when the film was released in the UK, look at the knuckles of the main character.
The bruise up.
Yeah, look at his knuckles and look at his forehead. You see what I'm saying? This is real life. You understand what I'm saying?